Shalom. Kala Lalyabla, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim in the highways and hedges, pushing this word in truth and sincerity with the hope of receiving mercy from Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Yahawah is the true name of the Most High, who the world ignorantly calls God. Yahawashi is the true name, the true Hebrew name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics are the true children of the Most High, the true Israelites, the biblical Israelites, according to prophecy, according to the relics, and according to history. All right, so this is the brother Shamar from the GMS Jamaica camp, back again in the spirit, this time doing in transit on the way to work. Right, so if there's loud noises in the background, I apologize, Akim, but getting to the meat of the matter. The title of the lesson is He who committed adultery lacketh understanding. He that committed adultery lacketh understanding. So without further ado, we jump to the first precept. So this is Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. All right, so let's analyze that first part. A wise judge will instruct his people. Right, according to the scriptures, there are certain laws that are set up to protect us. And one of those laws is the law of adultery. And we can get that law right now. All right, so this is in the book of Leviticus. All right. See here. Bear with me, Akim. Leviticus 20 verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Right? So a wise judge will instruct his people about this. Right? He will instruct his people about this. In today's society, no one is instructing anybody about this except the men of the Lord. And that's why you see a lot in Jamaica, there's an epidemic of shootings going on. Both men and women getting shot, getting wounded over, like physically wounded over the act of adultery. So a wise judge will instruct his people, but a lot of our leaders, a lot of the people who are set up to be role models in the society actually endorse adultery. Our singers, right? No politician is stepping up and saying it's illegal to do adultery. So that's why you see it going on like this in such abundance. And people are getting killed over this. So it's a serious thing. Right? Let me get this next precept. All right. This is Proverbs chapter 6, and we'll start at verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding, and that's the title of this lesson. If you commit adultery, you don't understand why it is important not to commit adultery. You're destroying a family. You're rising up rage in somebody. Right? And let's read the precept. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A word, a wound, and dishonor shall he get. And in this latest situation that happened just yesterday, a JDF soldier came home early, saw his wife in a compromising position with none other than a policeman, and he shot the policeman. The policeman had to escape quickly with a wounded shoulder, and lucky him escape with his life. And that is to fulfill this verse right here. It's actually prophetic. A wound and dishonor shall he get. So not only was the policeman wounded, he was also dishonored, because everybody, it has come to light what he was doing in secret with another man's wife in the home of that man, no less. Like utter disrespect. And why did the JDF soldier take out his piece and wet the policeman? For jealousy is the rage of a man. That's the reason why. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. That's why he never spare to wet the policeman, and the policeman lucky escaped with his life. Right? He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So that means you can't buy out the policeman, you can't bribe him. The JDF soldier, I should say, you can't bribe any man in that situation. Some men can't contain when that spirit of jealousy take over, especially when him catch his own flesh, his wife in a compromising position with somebody else. That can rise up a very strong spirit of jealousy in someone, in the most calmest of persons. Right? And if you knew this, then you would know not to engage in these activities. Because not only you're risking your life, you're risking you're risking everything. It's just not worth it. You're risking your family. It's just a destructive practice. Highly destructive practice. And a wise judge would instruct his people in this matter, instead of making excuses for it, instead of endorsing it, instead of practicing it. Like, this is something everybody should know. This is something that should be commonly practiced, and as a result, everybody should be keeping each other in check in this regard, just to protect life, just to preserve life. And a wise ruler would instruct his people in this manner. This is why the men of the Lord are in the highways and hedges, in the chief place of concourse, uttering these wise words in the streets, and wondering how long these simple ones will love simplicity and keep doing these acts, keep reaping the judgment for doing these acts, and wondering why these acts are going on. It's madness, utter madness. Right? Let's get the precept I just quote. Alright. Alright, so this is okay. So this is Proverbs 1 verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. In the opening of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? Yeah. How long will you keep doing these adulterous acts? How long will I have to keep telling you, how long will you not listen to your teachers, your true teachers, who are informing you that this is not the way to go, and the reason why so many, like the reason why that policeman get judged, why so many women nowadays are receiving that judgment as well and being put to death for committing very similar sins, right? Is because of the precepts I brought out earlier, because jealousy is the rage of a man, and because he that committeth adultery shall surely be put to death, as read in the book of Leviticus. Right? So, see if there's anything I can get. Just a quick in transit before I close out. Just want to see if there's anything else I could get. Like, very simply, book of Exodus, which is one of the books of the laws. Thou shalt not commit adultery, Exodus 20 verse 14. Right? And there's reasons for that, man. There's reasons, because jealousy is the rage of a man. And you don't want to set off or tick off a man. to to a certain spirit of jealousy overtake him, and then he basically starts to judge everything in front of him, right? So just a quick lesson. Hopefully it was edifying. I want to Tawada Yahawah Bahasham Yashai for giving me the spirit to this lesson, and shalom to the Akim. Shalom.